You gotta smack it twice. That's how they learn.
That's always like that.
You smack it twice. Oh, hey guys. How's everybody today?
Mm-hmm.
It is Friday, and we are back. That's right. We've been gone for a whole week. We left last Friday because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
Irma, or whatever the hell her name was.
Irma.
And so today is our first day back. We just finally got power here at the shop yesterday. So we came in last night, took the boards down, started putting stuff back together. We've been spending pretty much most of this day getting it all. What's up, John? Getting everything put back in place so that we can have cars come into the install bay. Because we realized that after hurricane, nothing makes you feel better than having some car stereo put in your car. I mean, heck yeah, as long as it's not flooded, because we didn't get a lot of flooding here where we are, so that's good.
We just lost
a lot of wind, a lot of trees, a lot of power. No, there's still people without power. It really sucks. Hopefully by Sunday, most of where we are, everyone will be back in power.
Yeah.
So, real quick.
Yeah.
You almost had a tree fall on
my head
on the car.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Missed it by that much.
Oh, yes.
So that was fortunate. Definitely fortunate. So then you spent most of the time cleaning.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have no trees in my house, so and you were the first one to lose power.
Yes, 6:30, 6:45, we lost power.
Any of you guys that caught the live show that Haley and I did, that was about 11 o'clock, I think. We lost power at about 2 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
So our night went from yay to man, this sucks. So, and there was one comment that someone said, I had said lightning, and they're like, no, it's probably transformers blowing up. Yeah, you were correct. That was definitely transformers blowing up. So for the next couple hours, we were just watching transformers blow up. Not a lot of fun, but kind of neat. And it was ping pong between the people across the street. Their power go off, ours would go off, come on, theirs would go off, come on. Theirs went off, came on, ours went off and never came on, and then
ours that was like 6:30, like boom, I'm out.
Yeah, totally like, and then of course Paul didn't lose power at all. The only thing he lost was his DirecTV. So I guess that's kind of like being in like a little hell because he couldn't watch TV, but he had TV.
Yeah.
So, but he had air conditioning. I'd much rather trade TV for air conditioning any day of the week because God, it was
so hot. Yes.
I
stayed 4 days, no power. That sucks.
Yeah, I had 3. So you win. You had definitely the hardest time of us all. So yeah, I mean the plaza took some damage, but none where we're at, so we're okay.
Not in the store.
No. We filmed a ton of it, so we're gonna, of course, hopefully by Monday we'll have our whole Irma video up. I know I've only put out one video in the last couple days. Sorry. Actually, I'd been editing that one when my laptop went dead, so I went over to a buddy's house once the storm was over, was able to finish it, upload it, so you guys at least had something. So thanks for watching all those.
Yes.
And hopefully by next week we should be back onto our regular 5 days a week, fun and excitement, answering questions.
We're trying to go back and train. Yeah.
You know, Monday we'll have Facebook Live show
again.
So we'll be back there. But yeah, it's just been really rough, and we appreciate you guys sticking with us. So,
and people actually like the concern.
Definitely all the concerns, all the well-wishing. That is awesome. Thank you guys very much. You know, when you're sitting on your couch, sweating your butt off, and you barely have internet because the internet here, they shut it down. And like at 2 o'clock in the morning, you got internet, and it was like, oh. You know, I'm going through emails. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, thanks. You know, and I was replying, and then like 15 minutes later, nothing. It's like, what? Oh. I hate you, AT&T.
Yeah. Jason has any flooding?
Any flooding? Yeah. None here. Actually, the only flooding we got, and not to put not to pull away from a lot of the people that did get flooding. Paul's refrigerator at the store isn't frost free, so because the power was out for 7 days, the freezer melted and flooded on the floor. Thus, luckily, the only thing that got wet was the sound deadening material. Yeah. So, which that doesn't hurt anything, but that was the only flooding we have. Thank goodness that was it. So, luckily, about 6 or 8 months ago, we did have leakage across on the back of the building. But they had someone come out and they resealed the whole back side of the whole building. So that fixed all that. So really, other than the front where the walkway is, we were good there. And none of our houses, you had a little bit of flooding.
A little bit, not that much. Actually, the sandbags I put in my door, they help a lot.
Yeah.
So I stack it on top. So
We don't need sandbags. We still have about 30 of them left. I don't know if you want to prepare for the next
Yeah.
one. And that was due to just the apartment complex.
That's the apartment
Yeah,
complex.
it wasn't like you were in a low-lying area. It's just the
Nah,
sidewalk just kind of ran
yes.
right into your front
that's
door.
it.
So after the storm was over, there wasn't really anything to worry about. So that was good.
Yeah.
So definitely no Texas flooding style here.
No.
Yeah, because those guys got it rough. That was rough.
Oh, definitely.
And of course, along now that the storm is over, the rivers and all that, but where we're at, no flooding here, thank goodness. Because to be without power and to have to deal with flooding, my heart goes out to those people because, dude,
Oh my God,
that's when you just throw in the towel and leave. So
hard times.
yeah, definitely hard times, and of course,
Yeah.
Put
We're
real
on
fast
second.
way. When you play that thing in, the radio divider was halfway down. What's going on with that?
turn the volume up on your phone.
I did it. It goes up, you put it in, it shuts back down.
I'll be there in a minute. Just give me 1 second.
All right, so be right back. Go ahead and see what. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and see what it was. I'm gonna bang through some of these questions real quick, guys. Sorry, I don't mean to put my finger there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna read through these. Happy you guys are back. Thanks. LA in the house. Generators. So Paul bought a generator, took it back, didn't realize we might need it for the store, so kind of screwed up there. We're gonna rethink the whole generator thing for next time. I'm looking at maybe if any of you guys have had those little Honda generators, the cool little 1000s. Just something enough to get our internet, and credit card machines and stuff like that back up and running. That's kind of what we're thinking. So that's what we're thinking of generators. Plus, my wife works from home, so when our Wi-Fi went down, she spent the whole day at McDonald's. Luckily, they were cool because you bought food and drinks and stuff. So your vids are much better than sound, man. Oh, well, thank you. Hey, sent you an email. I'd like to. Okay, emails. Like I said, I haven't been able to check much of my email lately. I'm just finally getting back to it. It's hot here in LA. Yes, it is, and it's hot here too. It went back up to 90, so I was real happy when my air went back on. Fernando still had to deal with a night of 90 degrees. Insane. Clear on temper got off easy. Yes, we did get off extremely easy considering it shifted and went up over a mile towards Lakeland or Land O'Lakes. So those guys got hit much worse than we do. Yeah, very, good for us, bad for them. Let's see what we got. I feel bad for those people who don't have flood insurance. Yeah, totally. And a lot of people in Florida don't have flood insurance because most of it is run by the state, and it's crazy what they charge for insurance here. I mean, not to take it away from anywhere else in the country, but I mean, just insurance in general, it's legalized racketeering. These guys are just killing everybody. I'd like you guys to recommend products for us to use. I have one of you guys, another. Okay, interesting point. Products that we should use. Now, a lot when it comes to car stereo equipment and stuff like that, we do recommend certain brands. But when it comes to tools and stuff like that, we've been teasing this on the show. And in the downtime, I did actually was able to get the website done for, it's called Dean and Fernando's Tool Drawer, or the website is www.dndftooldrawer.com. I'll put a link to it in the show notes, of course, there's a description. And what it is it's all the tools, installation products, anything that we talk about in the show or you see us using crippers and whatnot. Normally we put them in the description. It was getting really long because we keep showing you guys more and more stuff. So what we've done is actually built a whole web page, and it is just geared around links to the products that we use for doing our installation. So like the Tessa tape, the shrink wrap, ferrules, anything that we use. And if you find that we didn't put something in there, just let us know and we can add it. That's one of the nice things. It's a Squarespace page, so we can update it. It's going to be really awesome. And it's going to grow and get bigger. The other thing that's cool is it's allowing us to put soundtracks. So we're able to put a lot of you guys buy the speaker pop, and for some reason some of them come with CDs and some of them don't. So we're able to put up the speaker pop track as well as the pink noise, and then a left, right, center soundtrack. So if you guys are trying to set up your surround sound, you'll be able to download those tracks. So those are all on the meters page. So it's really cool. You guys can download those things now, and we can update it. So if we do something or talk about something, we can go and add those in there so that you guys can do it. And it's going to be an evolving website. So at some point, we're probably going to add in things like news or new product releases and stuff like that. So it's just not links to stuff. It's going to grow. But it took me the better part of this wonderful non-vacation that we had to get it done and up and running. Plus, 5-Star is also going to be getting a new website that I worked on while I was at home too. That's going to be actually 5starcarstereofl.com. Right now it's pretty beta and the spelling's probably screwed up and grammar and stuff like that, but I have the pictures about where I want them and things like that. So if any of you guys want to take a look at that, give me some feedback, I'm cool with that. Hello. All right, let me scroll back to glad you guys hey, glad all you guys are good. I was wondering about the X8800BT, so you have a point of view on it. Okay, if I was going to buy a single DIN, the PRS-80 is awesome, but it's out of date. And I feel like the 8800 is the closest thing you're going to get to a PRS-80 like radio with all the modern features. So if you need a single DIN radio, the 8800 is definitely the way to go. I totally love that piece. What's your thoughts on the DEH 8800?
DEH.
Single DIN 8800.
It's good.
Yeah. Plus, it comes with the auto EQ mic, so it's a really good value for sure. Definitely. I was telling them about the new website.
Oh yeah. Please check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Like I said, we'll put that in the description. I was telling them about the new 5-Star website that you haven't even seen yet because I didn't send you a link to that. Recommend me a box for a Corolla 2015, one that fits in your car.
Can you show me some of the factory menus from the DX893X?
Okay, so the thing that you have to keep in mind with Maestro, okay, is Maestro menus are built by or designed by the manufacturers of those radios. So Kenwood menus are different from Pioneer's menus, are different from Alpine's menus. And the 893 is different from the 894. So each year those change. We do have a video. I don't know if it's on Kenwood. I think it's on Pioneer. Yeah. But yeah, so they each change. And we're out of 893s. We're going to be doing the 994, which I think is the replacement for it. So yeah, we're getting to that. I mean, we're really behind on our videos right now. We were before getting into the storm, and now we're even more behind getting into the storm. But all those videos are coming. It's just a matter of us having time to get into the store to film them. So yes, it's gonna. What's the difference between the 9903 and the 9704? Okay, so it's not really the difference between the 99. Okay, anything with a 4 on it got a couple new things. For one, it got a whole new menu rework that looks the same, but what they did is they added a new menu structure so that when you hit menu, it brings a menu from the top and a menu from the bottom. So before you had to go through and find 2 separate menu systems. Now they both launch at the same time. The other thing that they've done is they've done away with the OK screen. It's still there, but now you could choose to have the OK screen go away automatically, which to me is really the reason to buy the product, because everyone biggest bitch is I have to hit the OK screen every time I get in the car. On anything that ends with a 3 or before that, yes. If it ends in a 4, no. You tell it, I don't want to do this anymore. You hit the button, and then the car will start up. 7 or 8 seconds.
7 seconds.
7 seconds, the auto OK screen goes away. So if you got to hit reverse, back up, by the time you're back in drive, it's back to functioning. The other thing, too, that the 4s did is they took all the HDMI inputs out. That's really the only thing that was kind of like, oh, really, guys? But it's not as big of a loss as we had initially thought, because you could still do the iSimple media links with the CA-C3AV Kenwood auxiliary cable, because at the end of the day, man,
that's Paul.
I don't care. At the end of the day, you're not getting 1080 out anyway, so
it's Paul.
You can just plug in that and get your HDMI back. So those are really the key differences between those. And of course, they up the processor speed a little bit. Oh, and sound quality wise, they drastically increased the sound quality difference between anything with a 3 and anything with a 4. They built a whole new preamp amplifier section for all those, so they sound way better. And if you're doing high-res audio, by far the Kenwood kicks everybody's butt when it comes to high-res audio. When we're talking about a radio, just to, so you guys don't be like, oh, no. So those are really the main differences between anything with a 3 and anything with a 4. Even the 7704, which is not an Exelon piece, which is similar to what you're asking about, is higher quality than some of like an Exelon with a 3. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
But we'll do a whole review on all that crap and talk about all that. But just to tease you with that, that's if you're looking to do it tomorrow, that's the difference.
Okay.
NEX radio is coming out soon. Okay, as far as NEX goes, Pioneer is keeping a very tight-lipped on all NEX-related releases. They are not wanting to give anybody information. There's a thought that they might come out sometime this, autumn, when the trees leaves change right before winter. I don't know. We don't have that here. We have 2 seasons, summer and like kind of a fall. Kind of
no
fall.
winter.
That's it. Not really winter. But so we're thinking that if anything is going to be released, it's going to come out either October or November. If nothing comes out in those 2 months, we're not going to see anything until January.
Yeah.
So that's the thought on that right now. And there again, this is just purely speculation. Us. The other thing too is we don't have a Pioneer rep right now. Eddie, who was our Pioneer rep, which if you guys caught the video interview with an industry professional, he actually retired from Pioneer thing right now. All right, let's see what we got here. Paul's apparently trying to get a hold of us at the moment. All right, let's see. I have a couple of old Genesis amplifiers. Ooh, currently running Focal K2s. Like the K2s. With an Alpine. Oh, yeah, DSP. Yep. Bluetooth receiver going straight to optical input. Wow, that must sound great. Yeah. Anyone notice the news improved? Anyone? Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. So YouTube has been really fun. We'll touch on this real quick. So YouTube has changed terms of service. They've changed the whole look of YouTube. They've made our lives very not so fun with demonetization or limited demonetization and the review process. And so a lot of the times I'll put a video up. You guys will start watching it. It'll be monetized. It'll go into limited monetization. And then we can't have anyone look at it until it hits 1,000 views. Fortunately, you guys like watching our videos, so we hit that pretty fast, and we have to wait for them to watch it. And so, needless to say, the whole money-making side of YouTube, and what we use the money for, of course, is for buying more cool tools so we can show you more cool stuff. So, yeah, YouTube's kind of like not everyone's friend right now. And I do understand why people have gone to trying to find sponsorship outside of YouTube, like the other guy just got sponsored by Audio Control. Good for him. And of course, Soundman has expanded on his sponsorship. That's kind of the reason why we came up with the Dean Fernando's tool drawer, was we're going to use that ourselves as our own sponsor along with Patreon. So viewers like you will be able to support making these videos because they do take a ton of time and effort. And I'm not complaining. I really enjoy doing them. That's why we keep doing them. So those 2 things we're going to use as offsetting the whole YouTube nut job thing they got going on. So we appreciate anytime you guys can go buy something, anytime you guys go and buy something, that's awesome. Anytime you guys sponsor us on Patreon, pretty kick butt. Yeah, so you guys are great. So totally there. And hopefully he'll come back soon. Yes, get some new tools. We do have now, we've teased the Ferrule thing, like you guys have seen us use those tools. We do have links for those on the new website. Hopefully now that we're back in here, we're going to be able to start shooting the videos on those. Mainly the hiccup was the last time we did the Ferrule video, the links we put up for that company, you guys have heard me say it before, they weren't real responsive to it. Now there are places on Amazon that do sell Ferrules, so we've ordered in some of those to make sure that we have the right ones so we can recommend them to you guys. And of course, reasonably priced is important because we understand that not everyone wants to spend $100 on Ferrules. So there is, like, one of the combo kits we've actually found comes with the Ferrule crimper and the Ferrules, and it's reasonably priced. So that's pretty cool. We'll be talking about that. So these are all shows we have coming out here in the next couple of weeks. And of course, we have tons more installation shows that we have coming out. So it's gonna be fun. A lot of excitement to be had. If you want to purchase anything from us, if you live in the continental United States, just call us. The phone number is at the beginning and end of every video. Call and ask for Paul. Paul will take care of it. He usually uses PayPal. Fernando and I don't handle any of that, so we know nothing about shipping and prices. That's not our bag. Let's see. All right. Okay, so the question is, my right front speaker stopped working. I tried a new speaker and it stopped working. It's still not working. There's plenty. Okay, so he said amp. So there's a couple things you want to test first. First thing is not necessarily go to the speaker. The speaker is the end. You want to start at the beginning. Anytime you're trying to figure out if there's a problem at a speaker, you want to start at the source, which is the radio. So the first thing you do, we'll do this real quick. Probably not. Come out of the radio with RCAs, go on the amplifier. Out of the amplifier speaker wires, go to the speakers. Now, depending on how you've wired that portion up, there could be 2 or 3 different connection points there. So what you want to do first is try the RCA. So coming out of the radio, it goes into the amplifier. You have a left and a right. First thing you want to do is switch the RCAs, left and right. It's real simple. Go to the amp, pull those out, switch them. If the output switches, meaning this didn't work and this works, and then you slip the RCAs and it switched, then you know you have an RCA problem or an output from the radio problem. Check your balance and fader. Maybe one of your kids or friends or something screwing with you. Or you just have a bad RCA altogether. If that doesn't work, then what you want to do is switch at the output of the amplifier. Take a left and right, switch them like this. See if that changes. You may have a bad amplifier. Then, if that doesn't work, what you want to do at that point is use a continuity tester. Get a voltmeter, go between the point of the amplifier that's positive and the wire in the door and see if you have continuity between the two. It'll go beep. You've seen us do it before. You want them both positive and negative with the speaker out. Okay, if you have the speaker in, you might not necessarily see a problem because it's going to use the voice coil in the speaker to connect the 2 wires together. So you want to pull the speaker out, disconnect the speaker, and continuity test between those. If you have no continuity between those, then you know you have a break in the wire somewhere. Dig out your wire, figure out where it's broken. If you have a break, if one works and one doesn't, you just have a break in one side of the wire. That's about it. Those are really the easiest ways to troubleshoot, see what's going on with the speaker.
Sure.
Did you figure it out? You good?
No, he needs some speakers, so. Yeah.
Just take care of it?
Yep.
Oh, you're the best. All right. Why don't you
All
scroll
right.
through these and see if there's anything you want to. Not much. What's up? What's up with you? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What does that say?
Let's see. I know you sell Pioneer and Kicker. Which Shalom subs are you better?
Kicker. I like the Kicker. What are they? The
Comp RTs.
Yes. Pick those up. Pioneer is a great woofer, and we love the Pioneers that come in the pre-made Pioneer boxes because Pioneer went ahead and made them an inch bigger. They're trying to act like that other company that's 2 initials. One of them is an L and one of them is a J, where they make those odd-shaped speakers. Pioneer is trying to copy that same, and they almost look a lot alike. Yeah. But anyways, so they don't necessarily fit in all the same type location. You know, it's weird. So when Kicker came out with a new Comp RT, compared to the last year's version of the speaker, which quite frankly was kind of disappointing.
Okay.
These guys sound really good. The only thing that is that they're tall on the front. So you do need a little extra room. Like if you guys have seen us put them in Jeeps and stuff like that, we always add little legs to the box, lift them up a little higher. So that's really the only side effect. But man, they do sound really good. They have a great low bass response. It's a nice speaker for sure.
All right, saludos, Joey and Ravi Tavares. ¿Cómo están? It looks like it's hot in the install bay. It's hot.
Right now, it's pretty good. So you guys know we don't air condition the install bay, but that doesn't mean we don't have air conditioning. Hold on. If you look right there. All right, so that AC vent, there's 2. There's one right above here, and there's one right over here. So this one is right above Fernando, and there's 3 little grills that are aimed right at his head. So when you see him standing here and he doesn't want to move, that's why. Because the air conditioning is blowing on the top of his head.
Yeah.
And then I have the same thing over by my area, so the air conditioning blows right on the top of my head. Other than that, no, the install bay has no air conditioning. And we do that mainly to keep people out. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind people coming into the install bay. We'll talk with you. We're buddies. You guys watch the show. We love to interact with you. But then again, we also have work to do, so we don't want you to hang out for like an hour. So when it's really hot in here, we're used to it. Most people aren't. So we'll spend some time with you and get to know you and thank you for watching. But then we also want you to go stand outside where there's a nice window and air conditioning. So,
all right. So Genesis amp.
I got that one.
Okay. Let's see. Put your hand in your head.
No. Seriously, guys? Come on. Get life.
Thank you, Kicker.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kicker. Okay. Let's see. Saludos, Rui. Do you guys install ham radios, Jeeps, and where you prefer? Install radios?
Ham radios. No, we don't do any
No.
ham radio stuff.
Yeah, no.
Here.
How do you guys?
What was the issue? Like, you said it wasn't allowed?
How do you guys feel about MECP certification? Even speech in the industry anymore. How do you feel about MECP certification?
That's a great topic.
Yep.
And I, of course, have an opinion on it, as you can imagine. All right. I like MECP certification. In the trunk of my car now are 3 books. Basic, Advanced, and then the Master. I have all 3 books in my car. They've been in my car for about a year now because I had toyed with the idea of after 27 years of installation, I should get my MECP certification. That and one of our guys here, not here, but one of our local guys that works at PAC, he helps write the book. And That's Ernie. And so I feel it's a great thing to do. My biggest complaint is I have 3 big phone books in the trunk of my car. All right. I don't mind paying $80 for a book. Okay, right now, Haley in college, I think I paid $200 for a book. Okay, it's insanity. I don't mind doing that. However, if you're going to make me buy your book, give me the option to do a digital download. I have my phone, I have my iPod with me all the time.
Yeah.
And the fact that I have to carry around a phone book is insane, it's archaic, and it's dumb as hell. Okay, it's retarded. That is the main reason why I just have not gotten around to it. I don't have
time.
I don't have the, when I have time, I'm answering emails. If I had it on my phone, I'd be reading the book. I don't. So if you've been to their website, I think it was built in the 90s. I mean, dude, it's great information. It's amazing information. And I feel everyone should at least try to read the books. But, dude, come on, man. If I can download a copy of Harry Potter and made a hell of a lot more money than that, I should be able to download a copy of this. Like I said, I don't mind paying $80 for it. And I understand that they're looking at, like, everyone's going to be a bag of douche and share it. Like, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to give it to Fernando, and I'm going to give it to Paul, and I'm going to give it to every installer I know. Dude, there's ways around that. There's ways so that you have an activation code that can only be activated once or twice. There's ways around that. I don't understand why they haven't done that. If they would do that, more people would get it. Because, I mean, who wants to carry around a phone book?
Yep.
It's just insanity. That's my thing on that. Do I feel...
Right.
Now, the other thing that I feel gives people a bad name, or gives it a bad name, is that some of the guys that have it, the term book smart, street stupid, that's all I'm going to say on that. So anyways, that's my thought on MECP. Should you have it? Yeah, it's a great idea. If you're a new guy up and coming, should you read the book? Definitely. Is it going to be the future? Probably not. Because unless they evolve into something that more and more people have access to, which brings up a funny topic. Like we were talking about earlier, this is going to be a rant. So you went down this rabbit hole. Yeah. So we do this YouTube thing, all right? And we do this because we understand that this is a cool hobby that a lot of people are into. We chose this as our profession, don't on us. But we all started, I started this as a hobby. When I was in high school, I wanted to do car audio. I didn't even listen to music, okay? But I heard a subwoofer, and I was like, dude, what's that? Squirrel. Okay. And from that, I just gravitated towards it. I mean, I had 10s, I had 8s, I had 12s. I was buying speakers and pulling drivers out. I mean, I used a Walkman as my first receiver because my car came with an AM radio, and I was like, this isn't going to work. Went out of a Walkman into a little amplifier. I didn't care. I just wanted, I had Too Short, and I was banging some, not the singer, not the other. Anyways.
Bang the singer?
So now we're evolved into today where you guys like to watch stuff like this on YouTube. It's entertainment and it's educational. It's entertainment or education wrapped in entertainment. So it's kind of amusing. One of the guys on one of the forums that I perused through was talking about how great he was and how YouTubers or people that watch YouTube do terrible. It's like, we have to be better than YouTubers. Who are they talking about? Cardio Fabricators. That guy's amazing when it comes to fabrication. I mean, I'll give him props. He can fabricate. He's great at that. Soundman. I'm not going to pull an engine out of a car. I don't care. And yeah, sure, it takes them 6 months to build a box. There's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, it's a badass box. Sure, could other people do it in less time? Maybe. But that's not his thing, you know?
Yeah.
But if you watch these shows and you take out all the jokes aside and kidding, you're learning really, I mean, we put our heart and soul into this. And to have that guy go, who are you, dude? Give me a break. You know, there's plenty of guys on YouTube that this is what we do. We're sharing it with you. Am I worried that you're going to be like, oh, hey, you know, if you're watching YouTube to figure out how to do something, you were never going to come to me in the first place, okay? Because you wanted to do it yourself for the same reason I'm doing this. Because I have a love for it. It's fun. It gets me out of the house. It was creative. It was neat. I wanted to do stuff with my hands. Don't get any ideas. Anyways, so to dismiss it as like you guys look, there's, you know, you guys caught the G35 video. Some of you are like, dude, I would never do this in a car. This is insanity. Well, it's true. I wasn't worried about you guys trying to attempt it. I just wanted to, if you were going to try to attempt it, this is how you need to do it. From there, you decide. Do you want to pay someone to do it, or do you want to try it yourself? That's it. That's all this is about. You know, we're not trying, you know, it's not like I'm worried about giving you secrets. Why wouldn't I give you my secrets? It's not secrets. They're there. It's like, hey, how do you put two wires together? You solder them, you crimp them, you twist them. You know, it's not a secret, you know. And some of you are going to go like, this is entertainment, it's educational. I just want to make sure that when I have my stuff installed, it looks like this. Okay? That's important because if you are going to have it installed, you want to go to a shop that is willing to show you up front, hey, this is how we do it. Okay? This is what you should be getting. If you're not getting this, if you're getting just, okay, why am I paying you? I could have done that myself. So, sorry to go down that rabbit hole. It's just really kind of ticked me off.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. You
All right. I'm done.
Good?
I'm done.
Good?
Done.
Read.
I
All
know.
right.
It probably made no sense. It did in my head, though.
All right, but I read. What do you just made the website, right?
Yes.
For the tools.
Yes, for the tools.
Okay, so read, checa el website que tenemos, es nuevo y ahí vas a encontrar todas las herramientas que usamos aquí en el taller.
www.dandftooldrawer.com.
There you go.
There'll be a link to it in the description.
Okay. Finally, guys, welcome back. We're me.
Do all Pioneer head units clip at the same level? DEHs, pretty much, yes.
Okay, let's see.
So do Kenwoods. So do the AVHs. Basically, in a series, they're all going to clip at the same. And now that's not to say like an 8800 clips at the same spot as like a 180 M or a 150 MP.
You say hi to Jeff?
Hey Jeff. Hey buddy. Got out of Dodge, huh? Got on the plane and got the heck out of here. Wanted air conditioning. I totally understand.
There you go. We need to have a Mississippi study group in Clearwater.
We've had one. It was fun. You weren't there.
No?
No, he was supposed to be the guy talking about the box portion of it, and he was out of town that weekend.
Oh.
So it was just Ernie and Tony and everyone there. Yep, hobby first.
All right.
See,
So,
froze with me. We all started
Yeah.
as a hobby and decided to make this a living.
new follower, really enjoying all the videos.
Thank you. Thank you for following.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see. Let's go over here. Hello from Brazil. Okay. Hi
from
from
UK.
UK. It's tasty. Okay. Please.
Some people need jobs.
All right. What's going on? Let me see. Hello. Florida wasn't paying after Irma.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Hello from Detroit. It's like one of the worst feelings in the world. It's when your deck goes out.
When the what
And
goes
you,
in?
when
Oh,
your
your deck
deck goes out and you have to send it to Pioneer. Then they add you package into the loop to the label.
Anytime your radio dies and you have to set it in for repair, it totally sucks. That's just, yeah. I mean, then you learn how to hum really good. All right. Well, hey guys,
Yeah.
the fun is over. We do have to get back to work. Thank you very much for chiming in. Look for more shows back on next week. We should
Yep.
be back to our regular 5-day-a-week schedule of fun and excitement and cool videos for you. I'll put links to the new websites below so you guys can check those out. And we look forward to talking to you guys more
That's it.
next week. So have a great weekend. Be safe as always. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you later. We'll see you later next time. Bye.